Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of the
Global
Global
Digital
Digital
Success
Success
Talks.
Talks. um, Happy and blessed Monday to everyone, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So today we are bringing you the following topic.
Okay, our topic for today is courage over comfort. How to take bold actions even when you're scared.
Yes, so that's what we're going to be talking today. But before we dive into our topic, let us introduce ourselves. So, hi everyone, my name is Sandy. I'm originally from Panama, but currently residing in Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. I also work in the movie industry, and I'm a proud digital business owner and mentor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Isabel. I am originally from Mexico, now residing in North Carolina with my family. I am a digital business owner and a mentor.
Yes. So we also want to remind everyone that every Tuesdays and every Thursdays we have our live webinars. So if you want to learn how you can start your online business and start creating that plan B or that extra side of income, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen with your name and email address, and we'll send you that invitation to watch the webinar. When you register into our website, you will receive an email that will contain two links. The first one is to register to the webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons so you can register for either day or for both. So our live webinars is every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how our online business plan works, and also you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, if you want to catch the replay from last Thursdays before tomorrow's live webinar, here were the hosts and panelists for that day.
Okay, so this past Thursday, we had Tina as our host. She's a retired business development manager. We also had Catherine, who is a church employee, Miriam, who is an entrepreneur, Romelia, who is a chemist, and we had Maypier and Ateka, who are both nurses, and we had Mafata and Miri, who are caregivers. So as you can see, we have people from different walks of life doing this business. If you want to learn more and see if this is a right fit for you, you can register on the website you see on the screen. You can send us a direct message or you can comment info and we'll be happy to share the information with you.
Yeah, thank you, Isabel. And yeah, so if you're catching last replay from last Thursday's live webinar, our replays have subtitles in several languages, and our live webinar has subtitles in 5 languages. That's Spanish, French, Tagalog, Vietnamese, and Arabic. So there you go. So now you know if you want to start your online business, all you have to do is just register into any of the websites that appear on the screen. All right, so let's dive into our topic for today.
Yeah, so today we'll be talking about courage over comfort, how to take bold action even when you're scared.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to be talking today. So, welcome back to another episode of the Global Digital Success Talk. And happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday. Okay, so growth rarely happens in comfort zones. Okay, so if you've been waiting to feel ready before taking action, today's conversation is for you. So, that's what we're going to be talking today. So, throughout January, we've been resetting our vision, our mindset, and belief for 2026. But today, we are talking about the moment that changes everything. And the moment we choose is courage over comfort. Okay. According to the research, shows that 70% of people delay action not because of lack of skill, but because of fear of failure or judgment. And that means, growth is less about capability and more about bravery. So, for that, today we're going to be talking about the following points.
Okay, so today we have 2 points for you. Fear is not a stop sign, it's a signal. And two, comfort keeps you safe, courage moves you forward.
Yeah, so those are the points that we're going to be talking today. So, let's dive into the first point.
Okay, so fear is not a stop sign, it's a signal. Fear showed up for me long before clarity did. I didn't feel ready, I didn't feel confident. What I felt was a tight chest, racing doubts, and the constant question: What if I fail? And I think we often ask ourselves that question when we're about to start something. For a long time, I believe fear was a warning sign, something telling me to stop, to stay where I was, and to avoid risk. So it was better to stay within the familiar. And, that's what I thought that the feeling of fear was telling me. But looking back now, I see something different. Fear didn't show up because I was incapable. Fear didn't, you know, the what fear was trying to tell me wasn't that no, you're not able to do that. Fear showed up because I was standing at the edge of growth. So fear meant I was trying something new. It meant I was stepping outside what I had always known. And it meant I was no longer shrinking myself to stay comfortable. And, when you see it this way, it really changes the meaning of what you're feeling. A lot of times we feel like, no, I shouldn't do that because I'm feeling this way and that's a bad sign. But fear is actually a good sign because it's telling you, showing you that you're about to step out of your comfort zone, you're about to start learning new things, and you're about to, you know, get familiar with something else and get out of what has been comfortable for you. So most of us are taught to wait until fear disappears before we move. But neuroscience tells a different study. So, according to studies show that action reduces fear by 50% because the brain doesn't build confidence through thinking, it builds it through experience. So you really have to experience, the things to get confidence. Like, when I started this business, I didn't have the confidence to show up in front of people talking live in front of a camera. That's something I have built throughout these months, these years, that I started doing this. So confidence is really something that you're not going to get from sitting and waiting for the perfect moment or to get the answers. And I know, I know that because that's how it was for me. The fear didn't vanish the day I decided to start. In fact, I think that's the day I had the most fear, when I decided, because yes, it was telling me that I was about to start something different, something unknown, something out of my comfort zone, right? It faded, fear faded for me after I took the first small step, and started learning, started asking questions, and it started showing up even when I looked like a complete mess, when I was imperfect, when I didn't know the answers, when I was scared. So every action sent a message to my brain: I can handle this. When you start doing something and you are actually in walking the path, walking already after you take action, you can start seeing that, oh yes, I can do this. I never thought I could do this. Like, I didn't think I could do a business. I definitely didn't think I could do a social media business, related. But here I am, and every day when I do it, I enjoy it. I like doing what I do now. And years back, I didn't see myself doing this. But you have to start doing it. And when you start doing it, you see the potential. You see that, yes, I'm capable. Yes, I can do this. Especially when you have the willingness to do it and you have a strong why. We all have a reason why we do the things that we do. And when you start doing it slowly, fear stopped being a barrier and became a guide for me, pointing me towards the areas where I was meant to grow. And so, what I want to tell you today is fear isn't telling you to stop, it's signaling that you are closer to growth than you think. So, always stop and think, why am I feeling this way? What is this telling me? And also ask your question, what do you really want? So, if you do like, uh, you know, and you want more information and you want to get familiar with the business that we're talking about, you can send us a direct message or you can comment info below and we'll be happy to show you and guide you as well.
Thank you, Isabel. So Isabel just showed us the first point on how to take bold action even when you're scared. And that is, fear is not a stop signal, it's a signal. So we have to overcome that fear because on the other side of that fear, it might be something that you want to try new, okay? Or it might be something that will stretch you beyond the familiar, or it might be something that you saw that you were not capable, but you are. So passing the other line or crossing the other line of that fear is a signal of growth, of thing that you can become someone better, or you can do things that you were not that you thought that you couldn't do. So the first step is just to overcome fear. Okay, so the next point is comfort keeps you safe but courage moves you forward. So for years, I live inside what looked like stability, a 25-year career in the film industry, a path I once dreamed of surrounded by familiar routines and predictable days. But deep down, that comfort started to feel like limitation. I wasn't growing, I was repeating the same task over and over. So when the industry faced uncertainty, I realized comfort wasn't protecting me anymore. It was keeping me small. And that's when I chose courage, even when I didn't feel ready. I started my digital business, was uncomfortable at first. I had to learn new system, new tools, and a new way of thinking. But every small, brave step built confidence and clarity along the way. So according to the research, shows that consistent acts of courage can increase self-confidence by over 30%. Not because the fear disappears, but because you prove to yourself that you can handle it. And that is true, because comfort maintains the familiar, but the courage is what creates the transformation. So you don't have to take the giant leap, just one step outside of your comfort zone, and little by little, with showing up, and doing it every day, you're gonna start building that confidence, and you're gonna be able to face that fear and getting out of your comfort zone. So that step becomes evidence that you are capable for more, and those steps repeated become a new chapter of freedom, growth, and purpose. So here's the message for you guys. The life you're dreaming of won't meet you in the comfort zone. It's waiting in your courage zone. So you have to cross that line to be able to get to the other side. And that's where your dreams are going to be realized. So, but you have to take that step. You have to get out of that comfort zone and have courage, to do it. So that's the end of this point. So let's find out what is the key takeaway for this topic.
Our key takeaway is if you're feeling scared, that doesn't mean stop. It means you're standing at the doorway of growth. Choose courage, take the step, and trust that clarity will follow action.
Yes, so that's our key takeaway for this topic. So we have arrived to the end of our live. So hopefully, you got to learn something on how to take the bold action, even when you're scared. So the first one, like we mentioned, was to not let fear take control of our life. So fear is not a stop sign. There are things on the other side that crossing that line, will allow us to grow. And the second thing that we learned today is that you have to um, get out of your comfort zone because and have that courage to do it. And once you cross that line, that's where your dreams meets you on the other side. So if you like what we shared today, or if you have any other tips that you want to share, you can put it in the comments and we'll be happy to read your comments. Also, if you want to learn how you want to start, how to start your online business for 2026, create that plan B or that extra side of income. Here are three ways that you can do that. So you can either put in the comments more info, or you can send us a private message, or you can register directly into our website. So when you register into our website, you will receive an email that will have two links. The first one is to register to the live webinar. So that one will take you to a page that will have two buttons. And in there, you can register for either day or for both. So our live webinars are every Tuesdays and Thursdays at the same time, 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. The second link you get there is the link to the replay of the live webinar. So just in case you cannot attend to the live webinar, that's not a problem. You can always catch the replay and watch it from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, we also invite you to our private Facebook group where you get to see more success stories from members of our community and more information about the business. Now, you're probably wondering, so what is it that you're going to find out on the webinar? On the webinar, you're going to find out how an online business plan works. And also, you get the opportunity to hear from the panelists, which are members of our community, who will be sharing with you why they decided to start their online business and how this online business has transformed their lives. So, there you go. So if you want to learn more about this online business opportunity, just put in the comments more info, send us a private message, or register directly into our website. So we want to say thank you to everyone that has watched the live with us today. For those catching the replay, thank you so much. And to our followers, thank you so much for being part of our journey, for believing in us, and for engaging with our content. So now let's find out what is our topic for next Monday.
Next Monday, we're going to have building confidence from the inside out, the entrepreneur's path. So it's going to be a very good topic next Monday. Be with us. And, we have lives throughout the week, but this is a topic for next Monday.
Yes. So that's the topic for next Monday. So until then, do one brave thing this week, even if your voice shakes. And yes, we're gonna be scared, our heart might be palpitating, depending what you're taking, that courage. Um, but once you do it and you keep doing it and keep doing it, you're gonna overcome that fear. You're gonna get that courage and that brave, and then you'll see, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was. So we know because we've been there, okay, and many times in this journey. So we understand what you're going through, but yeah, you have to have that courage to do it. All right, so that's it for today. So we want to wish everyone a happy and blessed Monday for those who are on Monday, and a happy and blessed Tuesday for those who are on Tuesday, and a happy and blessed week ahead for everyone. So thank you again for being here with us today, and until the next episode of the
Global
Global
Digital
Digital
Success
Success
Talks.
Talks. Thank you, everyone. God bless you all, and thank you for
Thank
watching.
you. Have a good day of rest of your day and a blessed week.